Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Live Show. We're back for another review of Daredevil Born Again, Season 1, Episode 7, and it's Friday, and you know what that means. I should have done that, reversed, but whatever. What's going on? I hope everyone's having a good day, and happy Friday to everybody. As always, the Nerd Chicano here to host the show. Lance, my wonderful co-host, Brad Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a wonderful Friday night.
Yeah. You got a bit of a storm out there or something? Because you just cut out for me.
Not really. It's cold. Yeah, my
Yeah.
internet's shit. It's saying it's shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Okay. It's all good. It's all good. Man, live on not TikTok, I'm sorry. Twitch, YouTube, and on Kick. If you can tell, I am currently a little slow, and that's because I was asleep. So I woke up around 8 o'clock and I said, oh, it's okay. It's like, I'll stay up. I'm just going to lay down. I grabbed my phone. I'm like, I'll be up in 30 minutes to do the show. I was like, I got this. I fell asleep again. I woke up like around 40 something. Brad sent me a message. He's like, we doing podcast today? I'm like, oh, fuck.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
I looked at the schedule, and this time I was right on the date.
Yeah,
I looked
you
at the
were.
schedule, and then I looked at my date on my computer. I'm like, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. My bad, Brad. My bad. I don't know, dude. I had ate dinner, Brad, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go and work out, and then I didn't work out because I was like, okay, I want to watch SmackDown, and I fell asleep before I could watch SmackDown. So then I was like, okay, I guess I'll just go after I do show, and I wake up late for show.
So you just didn't do anything.
Yeah, Brad. I mean, I'm still gonna go work out. I'm gonna work out after this, but yeah, I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch SmackDown. I want to watch Phoenix's debut, and yeah, it happened. But before we can get into the review, how are you doing, Brad?
Doing well, Raul. My wife is still sick.
I figured.
Hanging out all day at the house. Had to take one of my dogs to the vet for an appointment. And I didn't realize how much, because I usually go with Brenda to the vet. And they're asking me questions. And I'm going, I don't fucking know. I just go to work and I feed the dogs, man. I don't...
I'm not the one who takes care of this.
Like they're asking me, like, well, are they on heartworm medication? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, well... I don't know. Name some off. Maybe I'll tell you. and they're like, oh yeah, HeartGuard. I'm like, sure. And I don't fucking know. And then I get home and I ask Brenda, and she's like, nah, it's the Simparica. And I'm like, I don't fucking know these things. I just give them to them when you tell me to give it to them, feed them, and I go to work and put a roof over their head, and that's all I do.
Yeah. Well, it's like I give them Try-Heart. I give mine Try-Heart. But yeah, Brad, it's kind of hard when you have to go to work and you're like, oh fuck, if I know what the fuck this is all about.
I don't know what the fucking dogs need. I don't like.
I'm not the one who's here to.
I don't pay enough attention to that detail. I just know they're getting what they need.
Phoenix had a good debut against Cappuccino Americano.
They were doing a lot of flips. They were doing a lot of flips up in there.
Yeah, that's funny. Cappuccino Americano. Dude, I mean, it's just, I get it, Brad. I get it. Sometimes I even forget what the fuck I do for these dogs, bro.
Yeah. You must be having a storm. It is raining and possibly snowing, so that might be why.
Yeah, because you're cutting out a little bit, but it's like here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get through it. Don't worry. We'll finish this up soon. But yeah, you took him to the vet, Brad, and then you came back, and that's it.
Yeah, basically. I haven't been doing much.
Yeah. Yeah. I went ahead and I got up, and I was like, okay, I got up early, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go. I'm gonna eat breakfast, and I'm gonna go work out before I do a stream. I didn't go to work out before a stream. I was like, I could just go after a stream, and then after stream, I was like, yeah, I'll go after SmackDown. I want to watch SmackDown. I'll go after I do. I'll go work out. But it's fine. Like, I'm going to work out. Point is, like, I'm going to work out. It's not like I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go do it. I just was planning to actually work out in the morning. But I streamed. I played a Warzone because they put Verdansk back on Call of Duty. So
Ooh.
I played a little bit of Warzone. Stream was... I don't know, Brad. I'm not a lot of activity, man. And it's like been this whole week where nobody's. And last week too, we had not that much of activity. I think it's been a couple weeks.
It's been a rough few weeks for everyone, I think.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just I don't know. I try to act like it doesn't get to me, but it does get to me, man. Like I really like I don't want like money and shit. Like I want to have a community of people there that I can talk to.
Yeah.
Because like then I'm just on there and I'm just not doing shit, man. And like of course I got Stacy here. He was in there for a bit. And I always appreciate the regulars, the day ones who are there. I always appreciate you guys.
I mean, it's much easier with multiple people.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we said about this. It's like if it was just me, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. But it's like if I'm there and it's like I'm just kind of like just looking and just playing and it's like I'm not really talking to anybody because nobody's in chat. It's like it's kind of hard, man. It's like, or I'm like, okay, then I literally don't even need to be live. Like
you're like I could just play this game by myself.
Yeah, I could just be playing by myself. What's the point of being live?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna hope that I get some more people to go in there. I hope more people get to join me. But it does get hard, man. It does get very, what's it called? Very, what's the word, Brad?
Difficult?
Difficult, yeah, but it's almost like, as in like, I don't fucking know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it does get difficult to keep going live if I know there's not going to be a lot of people chatting in there. Or it's like, it's not like I need like a fucking super active chat, but I'm talking about like at least somebody to be chatting with me.
One or two.
At least somebody to be saying something in there. Fall little spills, time to break out the kiddie pool.
Kiddie pool and oil.
You know what? Stacey, you got a point, man. You gotta get
cats around, man.
Yeah, throw cats around, get a kiddie pool out. Yeah. I feel like I have the word in the tip of my tongue, Brad, that I want you to say, but I can't. I don't know what to say.
ASMR. That's what you're looking for.
Yeah, I know.
Start blowing on the mic.
Yeah.
You get one of those ear mics. Look at that.
Yeah. Tomorrow I'm gonna edit. Tomorrow I'm gonna edit. I'm gonna stop slacking around. I'm gonna fucking edit. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna eat my breakfast. I'm gonna edit a little bit, and I'm gonna go to a workout, and I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna keep fucking editing. So, yeah. With that said, Brad, are you ready? Should we talk about this?
Yeah, let's talk about some Daredevil.
All right, man. So, if you haven't watched this week's episode of Daredevil, you should probably get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers or you've already seen the episode, go ahead and stay. Either way, how it goes is your one and only spoiler warning is in effect after these words from our sponsors in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Today's episode of the Nerdcore Live Show is brought to you by SeatGeek. Whether you want to see your favorite band, sports team, or comedian, SeatGeek has you covered. We're proud to be partnering with SeatGeek to offer you $10 off with code TheNerdCore. That's $10 off your first order at SeatGeek.com with code THENERDCORPS. So take a seat at your next live event with SeatGeek. Thank you. Now let's get back to today's video. All right, Brad. So, Season 1, Episode 7, Art for Art's Sake. Daredevil is back and raises fists to stop Muse from killing again. Directed by David Boyd. I know, guys. I know. You guys are in the back. I know you guys. This was a great episode, right? Their dogs are going crazy.
Yeah, they just absolutely loved it.
Yeah, they loved it. Episode is created for television by Darius Scartapane, Matt Corman, and Chris Ord. and written by Jill Blankenship. And executive story editor is Catherine Blair with Devon Kleiger as a staff writer. And of course, Daredevil is created by Stan Lee and Bill Everett. Episode stars Charlie Cox, Vincent D'Onofrio, Margarita Levieva, R.T. Frushan, Nikki M. James, Ayelet Zurer, Michael Gandolfini, Sabrina Guevara, and Clark Johnson, Janaea Walton, Hunter Duhan, Patrick Murney, and Rewa Kyan, and more. There's more people, bro. There's always a lot more people. Yeah. Let me look at some trivia here. They've had enough time to maybe update it here with some trivia. There is no trivia, but there is a goof.
Yeah.
Matt uses the phrase different to, which wouldn't be strange to the British-born actor, but an American-born character would use different from, or possibly different than, instead. That is funny. That is actually kind of funny. Yeah. All right. So, Brad, last week we had quite the episode. But this week, I think we had not a sharp decline. Oh, God, Brad, you still got that. You still got that.
It was hanging out on my door, and then that's why I shut off my camera, because I heard this like slap, and I'm like, what the fuck? And Deadpool's head fell on the floor.
Yeah.
So it's on my frog right now.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say it's a sharp decline, Brad. But it is a noticeable decline from the quality from last week's episode. I don't know how I feel about Muse being just killed off again. I mean, killed off like this quick.
It's the whole Marvel thing. They can't like leave a villain alive.
We ever can just get away from like
can't-
the villain of the week, right?
Like going all the way back to Killmonger. There was no reason for that man to die. Like
Yeah.
there was no reason. Like you could have done something else. You could have brought him back or something. I don't know. But
And I also really kind of understand what people are going on about like this relationship between, Heather and Matt, and does it even feel like, what's the word I'm trying to say, Brad? Developed? Does it even have that much developed for me to care about her possibly dying?
I mean, it's almost like it's almost like because she's just like randomly in his apartment, has sex, and then leaves. You don't really see much conversation in the way.
Other than today. Today is where they had like some of the most like actual
like meaningful
conversation about like
they were in
Matt
an actual
getting
relationship.
Yeah, Matt getting some form of therapy, and Matt feeling like this doesn't feel like it's a real thing for him, and yeah, it's just I don't know, Brad. I think that this episode was really good, but once again, it's not great. It's not amazing, and
I mean, it's not as
it's
good
on
as
par with what we've been watching as of late, except for episode 5.
The episode 5 is so shit.
Yeah.
I still don't know why. Like there's literally no reason for that episode.
Yeah.
But anyways, we've already. If you want to hear my thoughts on that, go watch.
Yeah, just go
our
watch
review.
that one.
Go watch our review on that one. Yeah. But I did like Matt's finger painting. Cause you sometimes you forget, and this is like from your TikTok you sent me or your meme you sent me, that Daredevil's not really blind based on the women he's attracted to. Sometimes you forget this man's blind, and so when he's looking through the books and stuff, and of like the paintings and the drawings and stuff, and he's like rubbing his hands on it, you're like, oh yeah, Matt's blind again. So this is really difficult for him probably. But then he goes over one of them. He's like, oh yeah, that's her forehead.
Yeah.
It's kind of ridiculous. In a way.
That man is not blind, bro. That man is not blind, bro. Oh no, the universal weakness for most heroes. Therapy. Dude, I still can't get over the whole post that I read about like Daredevil can smell that pussy from like a mile away. And it's like, this man be ending up with the hottest girls, man. He is not blind, bro.
Also, I think they really dropped the ball on Muse's actor, and not saying he's a bad actor. Like I thought it was pretty good, but you could have used that guy for Iron Fist. I'm just saying.
Brad, Finn Jones, what's it called? Has been saying that he really wants another chance.
No.
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
We seen it for how many seasons? Was it one season or two?
Two.
I forget, and that's enough. But I'm
two in a season of the Defenders.
I'm telling you, I could have seen this actor as Iron Fist.
Yeah. Dude, it's just I'm just like, oh god. I'm like, dude, this actor was actually pretty good for the one they chose for Muse.
Yeah.
But here's the main problem: we get him for a scene, and we don't like I don't know, man. I'm not. It's obvious that Muse isn't the main villain of this season.
No, Kingpin.
Just like you knew that right away that Bullseye wasn't going to be the main villain of the season.
No, Kingpin is.
It's really a story about Kingpin and Matt Murdock, about Fisk and Matt Murdock, denying their most primitive and their most inner desires, which is to fall back into who they used to be, which is Daredevil and what's it called, Kingpin. That is the main story that we have here, and the main story that we've been kind of like alluding to since Echo. Let's be honest. But not Echo. I'm sorry, not Echo. Hawkeye with Fisk and with Daredevil. What's it called in She-Hulk? So, it's obvious that that's the story that they want, but we don't have to go down this route of like the hero of the week. I mean, the villain of the week. It's like to me, it's like it's not nuanced writing. It's not something that I look forward to because it's like, okay, so what was the point of having Muse here after all?
Yeah,
if we were just going to kill him off like that.
What was the only reason for Muse was to show Fisk creating his task force, and then
or bringing Daredevil out.
Yeah,
like, bring them back out.
Like you could have done that in many ways. You didn't really have to kill off that character. I thought that character was kind of cool. I mean, because it really played well with Fisk, who is very steadfast and he plans stuff and all this, and you have Muse who's just fucking psychotic.
Yeah. But let me just. I'm sorry, I didn't ask you for your initial thoughts, Brad. What are your initial thoughts on this episode?
I mean, I'm in agreement with you. I don't think this episode was as good as last episode. I think it goes back to kind of before episode 5. It goes back into those numbers, which is fine. I mean, it's in the 8s to me. That's fine. But like you said, what they did in the last episode, I wish they could have held that momentum going forward. But I know that's really difficult because last episode, I mean, you really have it where, Fisk becomes Kingpin and Matt Murdock becomes Daredevil again. Yeah. I mean, it's really difficult, I think, to continue that. I think they tried with Muse, basically, kidnapping the therapist or Matt's booty call or girlfriend or whatever she is. I don't know.
I don't think they even know what they are, Brad.
No, I don't really think.
At least CW's Flash wouldn't kill off the villains so they could never use them later on. An example, Legends of Tomorrow. Yeah.
But also, I think it holds somewhat truth that had Heather not shot Muse, I think he would have died from what fucking Daredevil did to him.
Oh, yeah, bro.
That man had a stake right through his chest.
Yeah, dude. Which, in here, and this is the part, but, it's a double-edged sword, Brad, because, what's it called? I bring this up, but it's also, the thing that, to me, is, the number one expectation that Disney, Marvel had from us, the MCU had from us, which was, are they going to keep the level of brutality? But it's yeah, that's an expectation, and that's something that we were looking forward to, but that's not the main thing about Daredevil, Netflix's Daredevil, that set it apart from the rest of the MCU, especially TV MCU at the time. It's there was just more nuance to these shows, and there was better writing, and there was you cared about these characters, man. Like I'm telling you, Brad, you cared about that lady who was what's it called? Who was asking Matt to defend her against her landlord who wanted to kick her out. Yeah. You cared about Stick, you cared about Elektra. You cared about all these different characters. And I'm just on some of these characters, I
definitely cared about Jessica Jones.
cared about Jessica Jones. You cared about
For more
It's
reasons than the new ones.
yeah. But like, I'm just like sitting with some of these characters. I'm like, okay, Heather's like laying on the floor bleeding out. But what have they really done for me to care about this relationship?
It was. Yes, I agree.
Unlike in the first moments of episode 1 where they kill off Foggy, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I'm like,
because
no.
you had that whole built up like fucking 3 seasons, 4 seasons.
Also,
however
for the
many
love of
seasons.
God, when are we gonna get Karen back? Because like, you promised, you bring this show up, and you promise like, oh, we're gonna have the original cast back, and Karen's in there for like 15 minutes at best.
Yeah, for one episode. We had him back.
Yeah. Like,
I
I'm
mean,
not
and
asking
then-
for us to get like this massive look into Karen's life, but like these moments looking at like getting to check in with what's going on with Karen, as if like none of this affects Karen at all.
Yeah, and I also like you would think, like they can't just be like completely donezo.
Yeah.
But
Like,
also-
it's ridiculous, bro.
But
Like,
also you introduced the Punisher in this as well.
yeah,
One of the
which
best scenes of the show, and then
nowhere to be found.
yeah.
Which is like it goes back, Brad, to this whole like what's called MCU way of doing it, where it's like, okay, we bring him in because obviously we're gonna give him his show, so we have to find a way to bring him in here, so that way people can be like, okay, when's the Punisher gonna come out, so we can tell him like, well, we have a Punisher show coming out in the next 3 years,
Yeah,
and it's like, dude, why not fucking use him in the episode?
yeah, and it's like throwing in the shittiest episode ever just so you can introduce Kamala Khan and be like, Daredevil is in the Kamala Khan universe too. It's like, no shit, it's the MCU. What the fuck? I don't need that.
Yeah. So
And
the
because
writing,
you do that,
the
it
writing
makes
has
me wanna
been
watch it
good.
less.
Where the writing has been good, but it's not great. And there are very noticeable faults in the writing that to me don't completely like fuck with the quality of this show, because it's still a really good show, but it's a noticeable cracks within the whole foundation of the scripts of these shows.
I think they're trying again because they only have 9 episodes, technically 8 if you just discount episode 5. To put 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag is what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Because like I was interested. Okay, like what are we doing with Red Hook? Oh, I guess that's off the board. Or what about when he went to the party with all those rich people? Is that still no? Okay.
Yeah.
So what?
What about White Tiger? Oh,
what about
no.
the guy he's got in the cage for the last 2 episodes? Nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
There's so many different stories in this that they want to tell, but they know they only have 9 episodes.
Yeah, the show should be called Setup for Setup's sake. This episode should be called Setup for Setup's sake, Brad. Which would like, to me it's a lot of setup. And it's like, okay, but like, we're almost at the end. Where is the payoff?
And I don't think they're going to be able to do it in 1 episode. I'm sorry. It's just...
No, because it's obviously we're going to get a second season. They've already confirmed it. So like, but I don't know. I just wish that the writing was stronger. I wish it was stronger, Brad.
Agreed.
Like, yeah.
Like I again, like we've always loved the cast in these. I mean, the character writing's really good. The sets and the suits and all that. Like the music too, as well as if it's used well. It's just sometimes they just like, to me they should have had like 2 stories. One being like Fisk and Daredevil, and then throw the Punisher in there, sure. Since you're gonna have him, I don't know, 3 years, 4 years from now, whatever you're fucking doing, and go from there. Instead of like, oh well, we got Red Hook and we got this Italian gang, but he's dead now, and then we got these billionaires who are telling Fisk, no, we're not going to do what you're going to do, and then we got this police commissioner over here who's pissed off at him, but then Wilson Fisk has his own task force, so he has that going on. It's so much bullshit.
Yeah. But it looks like Fisk, because like it's completely gone in his own task force under him. Now they're like looking for Daredevil. They're like, oh, we found Daredevil here. The payoff will be when Echo steps into frame, shoots Fisk in the head again, and asks, Miss me? Shut the fuck up, bro.
He gets buried
Yeah,
in that Hawaiian shirt,
yeah.
white suit.
Um, but I what's it called? I really like the ending here, where it's like, okay, he was, um, eating, and then that guy obviously was coming to kill Fisk, and nope, because Fisk, he's back in where he's back to where he used to be, having protection at all costs.
Which now brings up. I think most of us know that Vanessa sent that Italian dude down, or
Yup,
to
one
get
hundred
killed.
percent.
Yeah, tracksuit dude was sent to get killed. Um, but also, how stupid is tracksuit dude when he went by himself to do that?
Yeah.
Like,
Um,
you have a whole like gang. Like,
and then Michael Gandolfini's character is becoming um, a little too comfortable and confident
yeah,
around in his
this-
position.
yeah, especially since in what the previous episode, the one before that, he was like, "I literally fucked up. I won't do it again."
Yeah, yeah. But like once again, what are we doing with this character other than making him look like the guy who thinks he knows it all?
Yeah, he's just
He's had one fuck up, but like, the Fisk had him kind of off the hook. If Wesley would have done that shit in fucking season 1 of Daredevil, he would have had strapped him down and made him watch him, kill somebody in front of him.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's all I can tell you. I don't know. And like with the BB thing and him
Yeah,
basically threatening her to write the story.
yeah,
He said, "No, it's not a threat, but you should really do this thing because it really help you out. And if you don't, like I'll fucking kill you, but it's not a threat."
yeah,
It's like what the fuck?
yeah. Oh, and now Matt's legal partner is kind of like wondering what the fuck is going on here. Why he's always meeting up with that guy, and like, I don't think the season ends with Matt telling Heather that he's Daredevil, or telling his legal partner that he's Daredevil. But I think we're kind of like moving towards this idea of like Matt letting somebody know what's going on, because it really like starts to look like,
But he kind of already does because he
yeah,
has the one cop.
yeah, that one cop, which is like, you know massive and all, but like, he's starting to get people around him to start worrying. They're like, "Oh, why are you coming home with bruises? And why are you always talking to that cop?" And it's like, I don't think the season ends with him like talking to them.
Although I do love his
Talking about
explanation.
that.
Like I'm blind. I run into things. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
"You know what? There's a fist bruise like in your back area right there. Really?" And then like you have a
yeah,
stab wound. I don't think it's because you're blind, Matt.
yeah. That's not blindness, Brad.
No, that's you like getting in fights, bruh.
Yeah,
It's you going down into abandoned train stations and fighting psychos in masks.
yeah, yeah. But Brad, you have a final verdict? Any final thoughts here?
I I don't think they I don't think they tie any loose ends with this season. Personally, I think this continues to season 2 or into the Punisher or whatever spin off. Are we going to? Or is he going to be in Kamala Khan's or show or movie or what the fuck now? Is he still in She-Hulk? I don't know. I don't know what the Q wants,
Yeah,
and that's half the problem. I still like the show, but I don't think we're going to get any answers for a lot of stuff. And I'll just kind of give it what gave it previously. The first 4 episodes, I think it was around 8, so 8 out of 10.
yeah. This is lower than some of the other episodes, but it's still like around the same place that I've been giving these episodes. I'm giving this an 8.5. Because I still think it's pretty good, but it's just, I'm not amazed or anything, man. This is like, it's good, and I really like them. Damn well, like, might, love parts of these episodes, but like,
Yeah,
I'm just some of these things feel anticlimactic, and it just feels like the writing isn't really rewarding.
as a whole, it's missing something.
Yeah.
Because why do you introduce Punisher and then nothing? for
Yeah.
I don't know 2 or 3 episodes now.
Yeah.
Like, is he just hanging out underneath the YMCA? I don't know. Fuck.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm just kind of like there at this point, like where it's like, okay, like I'm kind of ready to give this show a day and a half and slap it on and that's it, because like, you know, some shit it's just not working like what's it called to me, like how it should, how it would work. But other than that, man, yeah, it really feels like they've got Vanessa going down this road of being the one who's gonna like try to take down Fisk, like, but I don't know.
Yeah.
That's another one of my complaints where it kind of feels like Vanessa's just there now, and now they're barely starting to get her to work like in the shadows, and it's like, I don't know, Brad, I don't know, but that's my thoughts, and that's my thoughts for thoughts' sake. That concludes our review of Daredevil Born Again Season 1, Episode 7. As always, keep up to date with us on nerdcore.com. Twitter at the Nerdcore, Instagram at the Nerdcore, Letterboxd at the Nerdcore, TikTok at the Nerdcore, Patreon.com/Nerdcore. Discord link is in the description below. If you made it this far into the video, comment your thoughts on YouTube. Tell us in the comments, what do you think about Daredevil Born Again so far? I know some people, I've been reading some reviews, and people are like, they hate it. They think that this is a terrible show. Which, no, this is not a terrible show. Like, not as bad as it could have been, but it's not as great as it should be, because we've seen that quality before. But I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. I want you to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you don't miss a single video that drops on the channel. And of course, if you're listening to us on your favorite podcast app of choice, make sure you follow us and you give us a 5-star review on that app. All that helps us out so freaking much. And of course, thank you to our patrons. Without them, none of this is possible. And we love you guys so freaking much. Brad, we will be back next week for more random reviews, for some extra reviews that we have already come up with. And Friday, we have Daredevil Born Again Season 1, Episode 8. And Sunday, The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 1 review premieres. I'm ready, Brad. Terrible show. 10% tariff to Hell's Kitchen.
Hey.
Yep. I'm excited, Brad. I'm ready for Season 2 of The Last of Us. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
And then next week, we have the following week, Andor Season 2 is back. So, we're going to have that to look forward to as well. So, I'm pumped. I'm ready for this. Brad, let's go ahead and get him out of here.
All right, Earl. The evening host as always. Thank you to Stacy for once again joining us in chat. Thank you to our listeners out there, our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, I don't know if you can tell a person's facial features from a finger pane of blood. You're pretty fucking good. Like, you should, like, I don't know. Get a PhD
Comics never change.
Yeah, get a PhD in that. Like, yeah, I don't know. Yoda out.